When it comes to building a portfolio, ETFs can and should often be the foundation and backbone of your portfolio. ETFs, or exchange traded funds, give you ownership in hundreds or even thousands of stocks. ETFs can provide stability, diversification, and a hands-off approach to investing. And they are just plain smart to have in your portfolio. There are thousands of ETF options on the market today, focusing on specific sectors, market caps, types of stocks, or even the entire stock market. In today's video, we will be discussing one of my favorite dividend-focused ETFs. But before we do, I would like to thank today's sponsor, The Motley Fool. The Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. So I am proud to partner with The Motley Fool to bring you 10 stock picks from their popular product, Stock Advisor. Go to fool.com/Mark to get your 10 stock picks now. As you all know, I love dividend stocks, and the idea of building passive income is what we talk about here on this channel. And there are numerous dividend-focused ETFs. There's also a lot of ETFs in general that pay an annual dividend, but they are not specific dividend-focused ETFs. Think of something like QQQ. They track the top 100 NASDAQ stocks, comprised of mostly tech companies such as Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Tesla, and Google, to name a few. As you know, not all of those stocks pay dividends, but the ETF pays a dividend itself. But today we are going to talk about a dividend-focused ETF, and that ETF is SCHD, which is the Schwab US Dividend ETF. SCHD is managed by Charles Schwab and seeks to track the performance of the Dow Jones US Dividend 100 Index. On the year, SCHD is down only 4%, easily outpacing the S&P 500. Over the past 3 months, though, the fund has been on fire, up roughly 17% off of its October lows. SCHD also has a low expense ratio of just 0.06%, which means for every $10,000 that you invest in SCHD, your fees are only $6, and it is considered a low-cost ETF. Expense ratios can really eat into total returns, so they are definitely something to keep an eye on when investing in ETFs. They cannot just be bought blindly. SCHD has $45 billion of assets under management. Now let's take a look at the sector breakdown for SCHD. The company's top sector in which it invests in is the financial sector, which is followed by the industrial and technology sector. Those three sectors alone make up roughly 53% of the entire fund. Now let's take a look at the top 10 positions within the fund. Again, SCHD is mostly a passive fund. One reason it is a low-cost ETF as well, as there is not a whole lot of buying and selling going on. But you will see some movement within the top 10 positions from time to time, just due to the fact that the weightings are so very close to one another. So if one stock price pulls back or another jumps higher, it could change the positioning within the fund. Now for the top 10 positions. They include Merck & Company, stock ticker MRK, Amgen, stock ticker AMGN, International Business Machines, stock ticker IBM, Cisco Systems, CSCO, Broadcom, AVGO, The Home Depot, HD, Texas Instruments, TXN, Pfizer, PFE, and PepsiCo, PEP, and to round out the top 10, Lockheed Martin, stock ticker LMT. These top 10 positions make up roughly 41% of the entire fund, and SCHD as a whole has 103 positions. Next, let's take a look at the dividend, which is a good one. SCHD pays an annual dividend of $2.56, which is spread over and paid out quarterly. The dividends fluctuate based on the dividend activity of the underlying positions. The current yield is a solid 3.33%, which is actually higher than some of its dividend ETF peers, and even higher than the Vanguard High Yield ETF. The dividend has also grown at a near 14% annual clip over the past 5 years, and it has increased its dividend for 10 consecutive years and counting. This dividend ETF is great for many different reasons. It can provide solid performance, a stable dividend yield, and strong dividend growth. Outside of an S&P 500 ETF, this is my largest ETF holding within my portfolio. And if you want to see my portfolio in its entirety, then consider subscribing to my weekly newsletter, the Dividend Investor's Edge. I have a free version that goes out every Monday morning covering the stock market and, of course, dividend stocks. See the link on your screen, and also I'll put it down in the description below. Down in the comments section below, let me know whether you own SCHD or not. And if you enjoy this ETF Spotlight video and want to see more of it, also let me know down there in the comments section. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.